It's NASCAR season, so I'm gonna sit down with the driver and even test my go-kart skills against him. Let's go. We are here with NASCAR driver Christopher Bell. So how exciting is it for you to be back in Texas racing just kind of down the road from where you grew up in Oklahoma?
Yeah, it's always one of my favorite stops on the calendar to be able to come here. I have a million family members that come out to Texas Motor Speedway, support me, and yeah, I have made many of trips down I-35 and glancing over at the magnificent facility, thinking of, maybe one day I'll get to race there. And been fortunate enough to be, racing there for a couple of years now. We've got a couple wins in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, but still looking for that first Cup win.
And it is nostalgic for you being back here, but this is kind of a challenging course. What are kind of the most difficult parts of it?
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. And ever since the introduction of the next-gen car back in 2022, it has completely changed the way that Texas Motor Speedway races. So back with the Gen 6 car, the previous car, it was one of my best racetracks. And the Gen 7 car, the next-gen car, has been a challenge to say the least. Turns 1 and 2, they've reconfigured it, and it's really flat now, so it allows us to manipulate the car to get it through the corner and allow the best drivers to shine. And then on the other side, in 3 and 4, there's a big bump over there that gives a lot of the drivers fits, including myself, and I'm still looking for that first Cup win because of it.
And you have a long career in racing. How did you get your start?
It's a good question. So I grew up in Norman, Oklahoma, Oklahoma Sooners football fan. And my dad was a basketball coach, so football in the summer, basketball in the winter, that's all I knew as a kid growing up. It was a family friend that was involved with dirt track racing in the Oklahoma area. I went to a racetrack with him whenever I was probably 5, 6, and started racing whenever I was 6 or 7, and it's been my entire life ever since. So the more that I did it, the more I fell in love with it, and yeah, I am just so blessed and fortunate to be able to call what I love my job.
And how is that transition from dirt track racing to an oval?
Yeah, it's the steps that have got me to where I am today are just there's too many to count. But there's just been a couple key people along the way. Toyota being the biggest part. I got hired by a race team that was sponsored by Toyota on the dirt track ranks, and then basically Toyota was the one who took me from dirt track racing to the NASCAR side. So happy to be a part of their program. And yeah, just honored and blessed to be here.
Okay, well, obviously I'm not as fast as a NASCAR driver, but that was so much fun. If you want to find out where you can see Christopher Bell racing, just head to our website, cw33.com.